Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. I want to tell you guys about a trip that I took years ago where I learned a lot of lessons on this particular trip. And I always carry a get home bag with me. I have for a long time in case I either got to walk home from someplace or have to spend an unexpected night out in the woods or something. But on this particular trip, to me, it was probably the closest to like training for a actual bug out situation that I've ever been on, because it covered so many different angles. And what this trip was is this trip was a combination work, camping, and hunting trip all wrapped up in one. So I had a little bit of everything on this particular trip. And I only spent one night at a hotel on this particular trip. It was a little mom and pop hotel on the first night, and it covered pretty much the length of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So it covered a lot of miles, and most of the time I lived out of my truck, or we lived at a particular base camp. And we set up this base camp when we kind of got where we were going to stay and situated. And I learned a lot of stuff about, setting up a toilet in a backwoods setting that was like a communal toilet. Learned a lot about putting food up so, nothing got into it. Learned how to collect firewood out of the clear cuts, learned things on how to start a fire that lasted a long time, learned how to cook bear ribs over a open fire, just picked up a lot of skills. And the first day where we set up our main base camp, I had already been on the road a couple of days and sort of living out of my truck or whatever, and we started setting up base camp. We went and collected firewood. We drug the trails for hunting. And after we collected our firewood, had our camp set up, we were pretty much filthy. And I haven't had a shower in a couple of days. And a couple of guys said, "Hey, we're going to go take a shower. You want to go along?" And I said, "What'd you guys do? Set a shower up out here or something that I missed?" And they said, "No." They said, "You got any quarters on you?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I got quarters, bridge fare, whatever. Coming over the bridge, you got to have the bridge fare. I always carry a bunch of quarters." They said, "Well, bring some quarters, bring your towel and soap. We're gonna go take a shower." And we all piled in one of the trucks, and we went to a campground that was a ways away from where we were at, but not too far away. And they let you go in there and take showers. They were quarter showers. Dropped a couple of quarters in, spun the timer around, and took a shower. And it was one of those sort of neat little tips that I picked up that I've used over the years. It was just a neat little bit of information, something that I never thought of, that, you're traveling a longer distance, you're not staying at a hotel or whatever every night or staying with friends every night. You're going to want to clean up from time to time. Hygiene is sort of important, both for health reasons and for morale. And there are campgrounds and there are places where you can pay a little bit and you can go in and you can take a shower, or go there after hours and go back into the quarter showers and pay your $1 or $1.50 and turn the timer and take your shower. And when we got back to camp then, one of the foremen that were there, he told me something else. He said, you always want to know where the laundromat is, close by for wherever you're camping in the backcountry or whatever. He said, because otherwise you're carrying a ton of clothes, your clothes get filthy, you're out hunting, you might get blood on them, you're working, you're going to get dirty and sweaty and whatever. He said, you either got to carry a shitload of clothes with you, or you got to know where the laundromat is. And again, that runs on quarters. And it's something that I've actually, sort of taken to heart too over the years. If I'm traveling long distances or whatever, I will take less clothes and I will find a way to wash my clothes when I'm out and about, so I don't have to, take so much stuff with me. There were times where we went up north for, 10 days or 2 weeks. I took 10 days and 2 weeks worth of clothes, and that was a gigantic pain that I didn't really have to do because I wasn't using the main survival tool that the good Lord gave us, and that's the brain. And, there's a survival equipment, and then there's the survival mindset. And I guess that's the point of this. There's ways to do things that you don't hear a lot about on YouTube. And I want to sort of throw my experiences out there to help people think about those things so they can get better at what they do, get better at surviving in a situation that they might not be accustomed to. But that quarter shower deal, and another thing too is collecting water. Learned a lot about collecting water on that particular trip too. That's where I just did the video here not too long ago where we filled up our water jugs with the hand pump. It's good to know where the hand pumps are. Hand pumps aren't always at roadside parks. There's different places sometimes where you can get water when you're on the move like that. And, we had a large camp, so we had to have a fair amount of water there for both cleaning up, cleaning cooking utensils, drinking, whatever. We had to have a fair amount of water there. So that was another thing, that we picked up, that I picked up knowledge on. And like I said, I just wanted to share those things with you guys, sort of about hygiene on the move. Keep those RV parks and campgrounds and stuff, keep those in the back of your mind if you're traveling and you don't want to stay, at hotels, or you're saving money, or you're just trying to make good time. But those campgrounds are great places to take showers, and a lot of them will let you in as long as you pay the fee or whatever that is. And another thing, water shoes. I always have a pair of water shoes if you're going to do that, in case you decide you want to go in there and take a shower. I didn't when we were up there on that particular trip because I was young and dumb, and I just rolled the dice. But anymore, if I travel like that where there's a chance where that might happen, I'll throw some flip-flops or water shoes in the pack or bag to take along with me to cover that aspect of it too. But keep that in mind, quarters for a shower, and running the laundromat. Good survival things to have. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Just wanted to share this particular trip with you guys, and some of the things that I learned on it, and some of the things that I learned when I was up there that I'm just passing on to you guys. But anyway, you guys have a good one.